Hello everybody, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Tanya, and if you're stopping by for the first time, welcome. I do hope you'll consider subscribing, and a huge welcome to all my new subscribers. Thank you very much for taking the time and making the decision to subscribe to me. So today's video is going to be about some bags that I have in my collection which are a little bit older, so I've either had them for a long time or I just haven't shown you. And it's interesting because a lot of us bag collectors tend to love sharing what we have if we find something new or anything along those lines, and we're like quick to sort of jump on, guess what I found, have a look, this and that. And I do that for the most part. But there are some bags that I've acquired, I just haven't done a video for them, and now I have a few. Plus I have a couple of older ones which I might have shown on my channel when I was known as Luxtopia, because I did have a channel prior to my bits and bags. I was known as Luxtopia. I'm going to do a video about how I came to be on YouTube anyway soon, and I'm going to explain a lot of that. But essentially this is my second channel, and this is known as Bits and Bags, and I deliberately chose this name, which I'll explain in another video. But anyway, I think I showed a couple of these bags that I'm going to show you today in my Luxtopia YouTube channel. Now, some of you have been with me since those days, and most of you are quite new. So if you're interested in seeing what some of these secret bags are, then grab a cuppa and let's sit and have a chat. This bag I'm going to share with you, you will recognize the shape, you will recognize the design of it. This was purchased just from a boutique here in Australia called Decuba, and you will know this as like the lunch bag. So anyway, Decuba, which is just like a beautiful clothing boutique that we have in Australia. It's sort of like mid-range. It's not fast fashion, but it's not high couture in any capacity. It's just a nice everyday boutique brand. They often do release bags which do mimic a lot of the designer bags, but then so does Zara, so do a lot of other brands, as we know. So they released this in this raffia and this faux leather, you know, accent, and I bought this just before Christmas last year because I loved it, and I actually used it for a little while. It's very much a clutch bag. I am looking to source a strap that can be attached under these large balls which can unscrew, and the design of this bag is that it just rolls up much like a lunch bag, a traditional lunch bag, and inside is just a nice big opening. Now I've used it and I've put a lot in here. The only dilemma with this, of course, is that it is clutch only, handheld only. So I've carried it like this, but I'm also careful because being raffia or some version of raffia, it will get dirty here. You know, if I have, not that I have anything on my hands, which is usually dirty, but anything can happen, right? So it is a little bit awkward. Certainly I've carried it under the arm and it does look quite nice. So this is a really nice bag. Quality wise, you know, there are some frayed edges along here, if you can see, just along there and so on. Yeah, so all in all, it's a fun bag. It adds a different look to an outfit, and it has a different look in my collection. And if it had the option of a strap, I would buy the Jacquemus, but it doesn't, so I'll stick with this for a while. It's not the best workmanship, let's be honest, but I think I paid $30 or $40 for this, and I think I got it on sale too, so for the price, who are we kidding? This bag I bought because I have been very, very interested in the Longchamp Le Pliage nylon bags. This is the Oroton version. And I chose this because I thought the couple of times that I might travel somewhere, and I did use this as an overnight bag just before Christmas when I went on an overnight stay into the city with a friend of mine. And I used this as my overnight. It was probably just a tad small because, you know, I put shoes and my toiletry bag and all the rest of it. But all in all, it was a good quality bag. So this is the Oroton version. I'll put the name of this on the screen because I don't remember. And I remember buying this on special. Let's see, what's it called? This was called, I think I paid about I paid $149 for this, and it had been reduced. And this is called the Lily Nylon Lightweight tote bag. Now, this does not have that, you know, that flap that goes over like the Longchamp. There are no holes in here, but don't need to because we've got a good shoulder drop, and that's what it looks like, and it's great. I even thought that I might use it as a work bag, but I'm not sure if I would, simply because it's just, you know, it's just too open inside. I've just got stuffing in there at the moment, so I'm not going to take it all out. But it's a nice bag. It's got this lovely blue leather accent, and that's a nice inside pocket there like that. And I'm not sure if the Le Pliage has the inside pocket, not sure to be honest, but it's been well designed, because even though on the back wall we've got the stitching of that pocket, here is that feature that you can put around your you know, what's that thing called on your luggage, the handle that pulls out. And then there's another little nifty design in here. We've got this little zip, so if you wanted to, you could put something secret in there. So that's that. And I liked this color because I thought it was nice and bright, and I thought if I travel, this is going to come in handy. I'll always see it, and I just thought it would be bright and would stand out for my traveling purposes. These next two bags, both purchased in Italy. This was purchased by my sister-in-law at the time. I've been storing it with the strap inside, so it looks a little bit wonky. Anyway, this was purchased in Florence, if I'm not mistaken. I think so. Anyway, the brand is Valentino Guido, Roma, Italy. And I think it's just one of those generic Italian brands. But I remember asking her to buy me a red bag. So she was obviously my ex-husband's sister, and when she went with her husband, I think it was part of their honeymoon, or they went on a sort of a trip themselves to Italy, she did buy. I transferred her the money and all the rest of it. It's actually quite in fashion now, because you know the YSL came out with that bag with this particular feature, and a lot of others have too. So that's a lovely bag. So it's got the 3 compartments, and it's just got this floppy inner zip pocket, and the 2 either side. That's just satin on the inside. But all in all, it's a really lovely bag, and when it's on, it looks really pretty. It looks really nice, because it's just got that lovely sleek look. And if you've got thin arms, or if you want to do this type of look, you can. If you've got thinner arms, you know, you could wear it and it still looks really nice under the arm. So that's the first one. I don't think I've ever shown you this one. Is this one here, which was purchased for me by my ex-mother-in-law. And my heart breaks for my ex-mother-in-law. I feel really sad about what's happened to her. And when I was married, both she and I shared a lot in common about the type of marriage that we had and the way we were treated. Anyway, I have an affinity for her, and on one of the occasions that she had travelled overseas to Italy to see her family again, she said, "What would you like me to buy you?" And I said, "I'd just like a little black bag." And that's what she came back with. Now, it's sort of made up of this patchwork leather pieces. You know, it's got this little design with the turtle. It's not Mandarina Duck brand, but it's really lovely. And it's just a little under the shoulder, take out the stuffing, shoulder bag. So it's just got this opening. It's got 1 zip pocket. The brand is Carpisa, styled in Italy. So I don't even know if it's made in Italy. I'm not sure. But, you know, it doesn't matter. And one other item that she bought for me, or that I used some money she gave me to put towards, are very special to me. And this is one of them. So even though I'm no longer married to her son, at the same time, she's very special to me. And so anything that she gave me, I hold on to. This next bag, I think I may have shown it once when I was... well, under my other channel name, on my other channel, I should say. And this is by the brand Jani Karini. Now, this is a fantastic brand. I've got my eye. I'm watching them. There are a couple of bags in their current season that I am absolutely loving, but they're not available here, so I'd have to buy it directly from their website. And of course, shipping costs an arm and a leg. But anyway, I do quite enjoy this bag. It's like a very hardy Saffiano type leather, and I remember buying this many years ago, many years ago, and I bought it from a shoe store that we have here in Melbourne called Edward Mellor. And you know how it is, sometimes you go into these shoe stores but they sell bags. Anyway, this was on display and it really caught my eye because it's a nice large size. It's got the snaps here on the sides that you can open up, make it wider, and like I said, I've used it as an overnight bag. One great big large space. So it's got 2 slip pockets here on one wall, and then on the opposite wall is a zippered inner side pocket. It's got the long sort of zipper pull there in the leather, and the brand is, let me hold it up, Jani Karini, genuine leather made in Italy. Do not sleep on this brand. It is a great brand. This is probably one of their earlier designs, but they're well recognized and well known in Italy. So it's a good quality brand. And I love it. And when I bought it, it came with this tassel. I actually use this. I've taken it off here because this bag is mostly in storage, but I've taken it off and I use this on one of my other black bags because I just love this bronze color. But even the two together, they just go so beautifully well. It does not have a very firm structured bottom. It's quite soft, which in a way is a good thing. There are no feet, unfortunately. I'm not going to lift it up because there is a mark under there, which I haven't cleaned. And all in all, it's a very versatile, great bag. So you can do crook of the arm. It does come with a long strap. Where is my long strap? Oh, it's in the pocket. So you can shoulder it if you wanted to. It's in there. And it's a great bag. I really enjoy it. This next bag, I am pretty sure I have never shown you. Possibly again while I was Luxtopia. But this is a bag that I don't know the original design. I don't know who created this design. This is, again, one of those generic Italian brands that will copy others. And that is this. But the reason I have this is because I loved the colour. And a friend of mine had bought this, who was also a handbag and shoe lover like me, and we're still friends now. And anyway, she had bought one similar to this, but hers had multicolored. So this panel was one color, the side panels were another, like neon pink, white, blue. The base was a different color, the other side was a different color, the handles were a different color. And it sounds horrendous, but it looked really, really good. This was purchased from a store here in Melbourne called Basler, and they used to sell like European stuff, clothing and bags and shoes. The brand on this is just Giada Pelle, like that. And that, I think, is just one of those generic Italian leather handbag brands, you know. It's probably like the one brand owner of multiple smaller handbag brands of slightly different names. Anyway, I love it. I love the color. It's beautiful. My daughter has never let me sell it because she remembers this bag when we used to go to church. She'd always like put this on her lap and play with the lock and sort of, you know, open it in and out. Unfortunately though, the strap that I did have on it has broken, so I can't attach the strap anymore. And it did have that sort of diagonal hook set up with the two little D-rings either side here, but the actual strap end broke and it's just somewhere in there, and so I've never done anything with it. But Talia's never let me sell it. She used to play with this all the time with the little lock, and it looks really impactful. It's a nice looking bag. Sorry, I'm getting hot. And all in all, it's really nice looking, but I don't use it. Hardware is like plasticky. You know, it's not like real metal. If I remember correctly, this started to fade a little bit because of the constant use. But having said that, you know, I did get a fair bit of use out of it. Here's the back pocket and just a nice white fabric inside. It's a nice zip though, I have to admit. But yeah, looks nice, doesn't it? This bag, you've never seen it. Never, never, never. Never, ever, ever. This bag, I purchased this before I got married. I got married in 1998. This very much is vintage. Now, the brand on this is Amorni, and I remember buying this from the Victoria Market from one of those leather sellers. And if you have a look at it, it's got a little bit of a vintage Coach Willis look about it. So it probably wouldn't really stand out much if I were to start using it. I don't know why I kept this bag. Of all the bags that I used to have, I kept this bag. This was my 1990s bag. I don't think I've shown my daughter. She's actually very angry with me because I got rid of a lot of my 1990s stuff. But I mean, you can't hold on to everything. So you have this sort of label here. It is very much a traditional satchel flap bag. And inside, I tell you what though. Oh look, I still got a pen. Huh, I wonder if it works. So it's got these 3 compartments. It's a bit stiff and I don't want to jinx it, but the leather is still in good condition. It's got like this tartan lining and it's got like a pen holder and a little card slot there. Then it's got a middle pocket. Oh, what's this? What's this? Holy moly, would you look at that? Amazing what you find. So here's the key for the front lock. So okay, that makes sense. Clearly I kept that, so I'll put this back in the bag. But look what I have in here, and it's still got juice in it. It's a little Samsara by Guerlain perfume. Now let's try it. It's been in the dark. The top is a bit damaged. It's been in the dark all these years. Oh my God, it smells the same. It's deeper because it's obviously macerated. Oh my God, I remember this perfume. That's crazy. That's crazy. Anyway, then it's got this pocket closer to the body. There's another little zippered pocket in there. Bit stiff, but there you go. And then there's like that inner little flap in there. And then we have, obviously, a back pocket. Here we go. And, oh, what's in here? I've got something in here. So there's a back pocket there. Let's have a look. Finding treasures today. What is this? Wow. Wow. It's a letter that my ex-husband had written me before we got married. Wow. I'll leave this bit in because it's real life, but there you go. Wasn't expecting that. And it has a strap, so which is all twisted up because I should have removed it, wound it up and put it in the bag, which I'll do now. But there you go. That's another bag that you most certainly have never seen. This bag, I think I showed it once as Luxtopia. I bought this off AliExpress probably, oh look, about 15 years ago, maybe. I love this bag. I rarely use it because the strap doesn't sort of work properly on the rivet, and I'll explain. This bag has quite a story. It's got some dents in it, but my God, I love this bag. And it is modeled on a particular design, and I just don't know whose or what it is. But these two handles I have always loved. They've got like a little bit of braiding, just a little bit. And it's got this beautiful inner zip like this. And I still have kept this bag because I still love it. Now, it's damaged, and it's damaged in the sense that the strap does not stay on properly. The strap is the style with the holes in it which need to attach to the rivet here on the side. And then, like, it's a decent strap because it's not too thick, but it sits well on the shoulder. When I used to use this, I'd have the strap hanging down, but I used to just carry it like this. I just love the look of it. This is a hard bag. It's like structured inside, right? It's structured. And when I bought this from AliExpress, they had just wrapped this up in bubble wrap and newspaper and then sent it like that. I think there was the one layer of paper on the outside. But I have never, ever been able to find this bag again. Mind you, I haven't looked for a long time. But this bag is from a brand called... Now, some of you may recognize it. The brand is Nucell. And the lining inside has Nucell printed all over it. And it's a lovely lining. It's got like all these little extra pockets, you know. And then here we've got, this would be like the small cell phone pocket and a larger one, trimmed in the leather. And it's all leather, but it's probably like a low quality, low grade leather, probably bonded leather in all honesty. But the thing about this is, and I never noticed this until one day many years ago when I was sitting in the sun and I looked down and I thought, oh, so the hardware on this is silver, but then the zip is actually gold. So mixed metals, maybe it was ahead of its time. I don't know what it's called. It's a tote of some kind. I love it. I used to carry it like this, and it just looks great. It's even like a great business bag, you know what I mean? You could fit a laptop in lengthways, you know, tall, north-south way, and all your other little bits and bobs around it. But gee, I love this bag. It's fantastic, but it's damaged. I'll have to find someone who will know what to do, because it's actually come away from the structure of the bag, that bit there. Don't know. Might have to take it to the Royal Melbourne Bag Spa. But then again, don't know what they would charge because I think I paid about $50 for this 15 years ago. So, yeah. Now, this bag, you probably will have seen this if you watched a certain YouTuber by the name of Kaz, and her channel is called 5 Foot Nothing, but she was having a vlog sale and I saw this and I fell in love with the color. Now, this is a type of bucket bag, and the reason I like this as a bucket bag is because although I don't have an actual bucket bag, I don't like bucket bags that have a round base or a very wide base. I tried the Petit Noé many years ago and didn't last, so I cleaned it all up and everything and I flipped it and made a profit on it. But this one's interesting. This is the Penza Schooler, or is it Penza Schuler? I should ask the German teachers at my school how to pronounce it. Anyway, it does have a lovely strap. It's got these drawstring features, so you could cinch it in more, or you could like widen it a little bit more. Knowing me, I would have it a little bit more sort of open and wide. But this leather, just listen to the creak. Oh God, I love that creak. I remember Kaz said that she didn't like it, but I love it. Let me take out the plastic. So it came with the dust bag. It still has a tag attached because she never used it, but it's got this beautiful like leather lining. It's all leather inside and out. I couldn't resist it. And that's, you know, card information. It's got this beautiful leather lined inside and out pocket inside, and it's a great size. It's all black, so it's going to be a bit hard to see, but it's fine. And just listen. ASMR for me. I love it. And you just got very subtle Penza Schooler here, and I reached out to her and I bought it. Now this next bag, I know for a fact I have not shown you at all. Not while I was Luxtopia, and certainly not as bits and bags. What are your thoughts about Pierre Cardin? Is Pierre Cardin a designer? I thought so. I love this bag. This Pierre Cardin bag. It's all black leather. It's got some pretty chunky silver hardware. It's got decent silver grommets through which this leather strip is, you know, goes through. We've got two good, strong leather handles, and oh, it's a little bit damaged. I have had this bag for a long time. Anyway, so the thing about this bag is I used it when I first bought it, and I bought this through one of those you know, those companies where they come to your house and they do the party and you invite people over, and, you know, in the hope that they buy something, and then if they buy something, then you get a certain value and so on. I bought this bag at a discount through doing one of those handbag parties, and I used it a fair bit in the beginning, but I remember thinking it used to feel heavy, and so I put it away, and then I gave it to Mum, and so my mum put it away and she never used it. And then, of course, these last couple of years with all the big bags coming back, I said to her at one stage last year, I said, Mum, do you still have that big Pierre Cardin bag? And she couldn't remember. And she said, is this the one? I said, oh my God, yes. And she said, I said, do you use it? She goes, no. I said, can I take it back? She goes, yes, of course. So it needs some TLC because it's just been stored haphazardly. So I'm going to work on that, moisturize it and all that type of thing. So I'm just going to give it a nice clean and see how we go. But this, I actually love this more and more. And the beauty of this is that you can adjust the length or the height of the handles by using the buckle. I've got it on the longest because it makes sense for me and my size and shape, and it's a great bag. I love it. I'm so glad we still have it, and I'm so glad that we didn't give it away, because I remember nearly just giving it away. So this is the Pierre Cardin. I don't know what it's called. Take out the stuffing. Inside is just one great big open space. It's satin lined. It has two slip pockets there, which are trimmed in leather. The opposite side has your usual zippered inner pocket, and it's just all black inside. And I won't show you because it's just a little bit dusty. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think if I'm not mistaken, yeah, this used to have an inner wide zippered pocket, and I went through a stage where I used to pull out the lining and I'd cut out those pockets. I'm pretty sure it did, or is it just yeah, it did. See, you can see here where I've cut it. So it did have that inner middle pocket, but I'm actually glad it's just one big open space because I can just shovel my stuff in it. If it still had it, I would have worked around it, no problems at all. But wow, what a good looking bag, right? I love it. Tell me, what are your thoughts on these bags? I've not really shown you before. A couple because I just never got round to it, and a few others because they're older and I just never really showed you. Let me know what you think of them. Do you have a favorite? Do you have something similar? Do you have the same? Let me know in particular your thoughts on that last Pierre Cardin bag because I'm loving it, honestly. And as we move into winter, I'm going to be using it because I think it's fantastic. Pardon me while I'm sweating because all of a sudden it's gotten really hot. Hope you all have a great rest of your week or weekend, day or night. And as always, I look forward to reading your comments. Take care, everybody. God bless, and I'll see you next time.